The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Hello YouTube, how y'all doing? Well, y'all get a load out of listening to this little clip I got for y'all and look at these photos and think about it in your head a little bit about what it really means. So, with no further ado, y'all go ahead and listen to this, and much love to y'all. Y'all have a great night and a great day.
A provider of realistic shooting targets to the Department of Homeland Security and other federal agencies has created a line of non-traditional threat targets that include pregnant women, mothers in playgrounds, and elderly American gun owners. Law Enforcement Targets, Incorporated is a 21-year designer and full-service provider of training targets for the DHS, the Justice Department, and thousands of law enforcement agencies throughout the country. The company's website offers a line of no more hesitation targets designed to give officers the experience of dealing with deadly force shooting scenarios with subjects that are not the norm during training. The targets are meant to help the transition for officers who are faced with these highly unusual targets for the first time. The targets include pregnant woman threat, older man with shotgun, older man in home with shotgun, older woman with gun, young school-aged girl, young mother on playground, and little boy with real gun. Why are top training target suppliers for the government supplying the likes of the DHS with non-traditional threat targets of children, pregnant women, mothers in playgrounds, and elderly American gun owners, unless there is a demand for such items? This is particularly alarming given the fact that the Department of Homeland Security has purchased roughly 2 billion rounds of ammunition over the course of the last year, enough to wage a near 30-year war. In comparison, during the height of active battle operations in Iraq, the United States soldiers used 5.5 million rounds of ammunition a month. The DHS also purchased no less than 7,000 fully automatic assault rifles last September, labeling them personal defense weapons. The fact that targets of armed pregnant women, children, mothers in playgrounds, and American gun owners in general are being represented as non-traditional threats for the first time is deeply concerning given the admitted preparations for civil unrest undertaken by Homeland Security as well as other federal agencies. A leak: the United States Army Military Police Training Manual for Civil Disturbance Operations also outlines how military assets are to be used domestically to quell riots, confiscate firearms, and even kill Americans on the United States soil during mass civil unrest. This also dovetails with the continuing characterization of Americans who are suspicious of centralized federal authority and reverent of individual liberty as extreme right-wing terrorists by DHS-funded studies. The United States military trained last year to take on another unusual target: zombies, which some fear is just a ruse to get troops used to engage in crowds of people with deadly force. As Alex Jones documented in his film Police State 2000, numerous urban warfare training drills stretching back well over a decade have revolved around incarcerating and battling the American people on domestic soil. See the other non-traditional threats that are being provided in the form of shooting targets to the DHS and thousands of law enforcement agencies below.
If there's a blue pill and a red pill, and the blue pill is half the price of the red pill and works just as well, why not pay half price?